Taking a break from the pipe show, hanging out at the hotel's bar with the guys. Word has it on the street that this may or may not be Mr. Scripto and Big Country Briar, but the mystery still remains. Odie, WKRP in Cincinnati, thinking he was really hungry and then regrets it later. Somebody either making fun of me for being so tall or for him being such shorter, but nonetheless, still funny. Good afternoon, YouTube pipe community. Thought I'd hop on this morning here, well, early afternoon, do a little update on the show this weekend. Another, I think, a big turnout. What I see coming down the road is trouble. I'll get to that in a second. Smoking some St. James Flake Samuel Gawith from 2015. I didn't leave it in this bag. I had taken it to the show. That's what's left. I see troubles coming. Smoking an old estate pipe, I believe it was from a former pipe maker up in New York. But we got word, I believe it was early Friday, that the Richmond show was canceled. And from everybody I have talked to that went to the Chicago pipe show, which is supposed to be the biggest in the world, I heard it was pretty much a disaster this past year. Unorganized. I heard that there was vendors in different rooms separated from each other, and a lot of the crowds didn't even know where the vendors were even at, and they weren't getting to them. Completely disorganized. I've heard issues with some other shows, and we'll get to the Ohio Columbus Pipe Show. North American Pipe Society. My pipe's about out. Like I said, the turnout, in my opinion, the turnout was great. There was tons of people there. As many as I've seen any other year. The crowds isn't the issue. The issue is the vendors. In my opinion, these vendors are pretty much giving up on these pipe shows. It looks like them, at least in my opinion. I've been to a lot of them over the years. They're just not coming. They're not coming, and they're not putting the effort into the ones that are coming. It's nothing like it used to be. I don't know if it has to do with, you can't keep blaming it on COVID every year. Nobody at the show had a mask on. I've just been seeing it decline year after year. Let us start out, as most of you know, Sutliff bought out Cup of Joe's. Sutliff bought out tobacco pipes. I don't know what else they've done. But guess what? None of them were there. They didn't come. Cornell and Deal. Over the years, Cornell and Deal would be there. Jeremy Reeves would be there with some other representatives, and they'd have a huge table set up with pyramids stacked of tobaccos, of all their tobaccos, for sale. Nothing. Smoking Pipes was there. They had a little table set up with Shane Ireland and another guy was there. They might have had 10 or 12 pipes on their table. That was it. No tobacco, nothing else. It looked to me more and more like just artisan pipe makers were there trying to sell their pipes. Tobaccos, any types of tobaccos. I'm not talking unicorn status, esotericism, McClellans and stuff like that. I'm talking normal run tobaccos. I had my mindset I was gonna go and I was gonna buy like some aged normal stuff like Cornell and Deal Haunted Bookshop. I wanted to find some aged tins. Nothing, not one tin of Haunted Bookshop, even 2022 was there. Nothing. I did not see one can of Escudo, not one tin of aged or not aged. I mean, it was really pathetic. I mean, there was a lot of tobaccos there, but not like you would expect from years past. I mean, it was really, nothing. I mean, even if you wanted to find unicorn status stuff, there was some McClellans there, like some old Dark Star and 22 and 24 and 27 Virginias. No Frog Mortons, no 40th anniversary, no Christmas cheer, none of that stuff. It's all gone. Nothing was there like that. Said I don't know if they're just not putting the effort into these shows anymore, or they're just not making the money they used to make and everything's just going to online now or what, but anyway, that's the end of the rant about the show. It was great to meet everybody. We got there early Friday and we went out to lunch. Cody the Smoking Fireman and I went. We ended up meeting up with Cole Big Country Briar, Mike Cainrod Piper, Corvette Jim, Odie WKRP in Cincinnati, Hillbilly Piper, Donnie, St. David Pipes, Harmonious Piper was there, Sweet Muffins, I don't know exactly what his channel was called, he was there. Steve, Lefty 68, he's up in Michigan, he makes videos but he hasn't made one in a while. He's with the Furniture City Pipe Club. I'm now going to miss somebody, but there was just so many people there. Mr. Scripto, he was there with a friend. Jeff Temper Tantrum was there. I seen Brian Levine. I seen Pipe Stud Steve Fallon. I followed him around a little bit and I joked around and asked him if he bought out all the tables because there was nothing left. Trying to think. Eric, the blue collar pipe smoker, and his dad. Great to see him back. They were both there. Larry Blackett was there. Oh, jeez. I know I'm going to forget some people, but you get the gist of it. We had went through the show Friday. We all went out to dinner Friday night. Mike Cainrod got a recommendation for Schmitz down in downtown Columbus. It's a German town, part of the show, Germantown, old part of Columbus. It was really cool. We got there late at night in the dark, and the roads were all the old brick roads all through the town, and they were super, super narrow. cars on both sides of the road, and it was two-way traffic, but you can only go really one way. My truck, I rode everybody in my truck, and we're trying to get down these roads, and I was just barely enough room for me to get down these roads without hitting the cars parked on both sides. It was crazy. But we went into the German Schmitz there, and it was really good. I got the sausage sampler kibasi deal, and it was really good. It came with their homemade sauerkraut and their potato salad and their applesauce, and they all had the nice beers where I was driving. They had a nice oompa band playing right in front of us. That was funny. Quick story about that. Odie, WKRP in Cincinnati, ordered a smash burger dinner, and the waiter was really cool, and he said, I'm gonna give you a heads up. He said, instead of ordering this smash burger dinner, you can get 3 of these kids meals with the burger and the waffle fries and your drink, and it'd be cheaper than getting the one of that. So he went and got that, and I'll show a picture of that. He ended up coming out, he took half the table with these 3 plates, and they weren't kids burgers, they were huge burgers, and it was enough to feed probably everybody there. It was funny. But we got all the way back up to the show and was getting ready to go back in, and then Mike Cainrod come back up to me and said he lost his phone. So we hurry up and went back to the truck and looked to see if it fell out there, and no dice. So we ended up calling the restaurant. He had to run back down. Luckily, somebody turned it in. What else I'm trying to think? I got a lot of good stuff. This video's already at almost 11 minutes. But I mainly got more briar to keep making pipes than I did tobaccos this year. Because like I said, there wasn't nothing there. So I stocked up on a bunch, and I got more coming. I got a bunch of that 40-year-old briar. Stuff looks really nice. It was from a pipe maker that had passed away, and my supplier picked them up. You got the cherry, hand-pick everything. I'll show you a few of those. I got a bunch of them. I mean, look at the size of some of these. Look at it! And some of the stuff's really nice. Huge. I mean, we're talking 3.5 inches tall. I got a bunch of stuff. I got a bunch of that. I think I'll show a couple pictures of that. I don't want to get it all out and show you. Before I forget, Steve, Lefty68, gifted me this Perique cigar. It's supposed to be Mark Ryan. Can't wait to try that. I guess it's no longer available like everything else. We're getting to the tobacco haul. So I'll put my pipe down and show you this real fast. The stuff I did buy, I was glad I got. I got a 5-pack box of Davidoff flake medallions. $60. I don't even know the age on it yet. I haven't gotten into it. I didn't even care. If it's got more age on it, that's even a plus. I scored a sleeve of dark flake Dunhill. Got some old Joe Krantz's I wanted to try. I don't know the difference between the red and the brown and what's stronger and what isn't. They're both bulging, and I don't know if they're from 2016 or 2001 or 17. You got some dates on them, but they do have some age. They're both bulging. Picked up some holiday edition Spirit, McClellan's Latakia. Both got some really nice age on it. The Latakia is from 2011. I got some Freeborg and Trier Cut Virginia Plug, 2018, 2019, and some vintage Freeborg and Trier. Snagged another Solani Silver Flake. I believe this one's an aromatic, but Finest Virginia Burley Black Cavendish American Hickory Nuts. Cole the Smoking Fireman gifted me this. Oh, Cole the Smoking Fireman. Cody, I was thinking of Cody. Cole, Big Country Briar, gifted me this. Can't wait to try that. That'll probably be what I review next. Cody, the Smoking Fireman, gifted me this Handsome Flake. Try that as well. He had said it was a Virginia Perique. Have to give that a try. That's definitely up my alley. Picked up some more De Blanc d'Oro, 2018, nice age. Some Sammy G Fire Dance. Some more Special Brown Flake. And another Ursula mixture. If you guys like Englishes, the Robert Louis blends, I've done reviews on them before. There's 3 of them that I really liked. There's the 1, 2, 3 mixture, I think it is, the Ursula, and I cannot remember the other one that saved me. Tree mixture or something, anyway, but they're really good. But that was my tobacco haul. And like I said, I had really stocked up on Briar. Give you an idea. Look at it! I actually got more coming. That was about it. I tried to do a live, but it was too hectic because there's 99% of the people there aren't in the YouTube pipe community, and everybody's trying to get around and smoke, and you don't want to get people on camera that don't want to be on camera. So I did a quick live there Friday night, but there was a lot of us there. We had a good time. We were out till probably 1, 2 o'clock Friday night. I brought a bottle of bourbon. There was a bar inside the restaurant. That was nice. Or inside the hotel we stayed at. That's about it. It was great to meet everybody. It was great to meet all the followers that don't make videos that come up to me every year and say hi. It's great to meet all of you. Hope everybody had safe travels home. We will be having a fall meetup at Boswell's. We'll get back to you when we figure out a date for that. I don't think there was anything else I wanted to mention at the show. I'll be back next weekend with a review. Hope everybody has a great work week. Talk to you boys and girls later. I just wanted to hop back on. I knew I'd forget a couple of things I wanted to say. There was also another fella I met. He's been on YouTube, I guess, for a while. Brad. I believe it's Brad the Bearded Piper or Bearded something. He lives up in Pennsylvania. Not far from us, actually. So we found somebody else local. Maybe he'll go to Boswell's with us this fall. And Kyle the Pipe Professor will be interested and be glad to know that our old buddy, Jim, the old worldly guy, as I call him, he was there. Let me just tell you a really quick story about him. Me and Kyle, the Pipe Professor, had met him a few years ago before COVID. He came out to our table while we were out there smoking outside. And I had noticed he had an old cheap pipe, like a lot of the ones I smoke. And it looked like he was smoking some cheap aromatic blend. Well, I had thought this is just like an old codger type guy that knows nothing about pipe tobacco and is just smoking some drugstore blend, you know. And we got to know this guy, and I could sit there and talk to this guy forever. I mean, he's got old history stories. He's been through the ringer, believe me. And what's great about it, we've become really good friends, and he watches me on YouTube. I didn't know he did. And he got a big kick out of me calling him the old worldly guy years ago, and he's been watching me ever since. Well, since COVID had hit, Kyle the Pipe Professor has never been back. And I've been going still every year they had it. In the last couple years, Jim hasn't been there. And I was telling Cody, actually Cody I think met him once as well. I had told him, I said, man, I hope COVID didn't get that guy. You know, I didn't know. I haven't seen him for a couple years there. I thought maybe he had passed away. But sure enough, I was walking down the hallway to my truck to put some more stuff in my truck, and here he comes up the hallway with a big old smile on his face. So it was great to meet Jim again. I'll show a quick picture of him from years ago, included in this video. My good friend Jim, the old worldly guy. Great to see you again.